Welcome back to the show, everyone. Always a pleasure to see our next guest, and he is staying busy as always.
As always, Robert Clark is the executive chef of Sea Restaurant. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you guys?
Man,
Really
good.
good.
So you didn't have enough on your plate. You guys are now starting a champagne breakfast at Sea.
Champagne brunch.
Brunch. Breakfast would be way too early and aggressive.
So what's happening with champagne brunch?
Well, Sea hasn't been open for brunch for a number of years. I mean, we usually do Mother's Day, but Easter's coming up, Mother's Day's coming up. This last couple of days has been beautiful, sunny. People are actually wanting to sit on the patio.
People in Vancouver love their brunch too.
Chef Lee is like, you know what, I want to do brunch to compete with New, right? So, you know,
right, your other
New's
restaurant.
a little bit upset about that. But there's going to be a lot of battles down there on the waterfront this summer.
That sounds like a movie, Battles on the Waterfront.
Battles on the
It's going to be a good little brunch.
So what are you making for us today?
Well, what I have here is a couple items you'll get at Sea: a nice fresh spring beet salad,
Yummy.
some smoked trout, you know, with some grapefruit and
Delicious.
some quail eggs, fresh muffins, croissants, all that sort of thing. But what I'm doing actually, just to get a jab in at Sea, is I'm actually doing the pancakes from New. And these are baklava pancakes.
Oh, good idea. Baklava pancakes. So that's what smells so good. What you're putting obviously the batter in there.
Yes.
But what's in the other pot that you've got going on?
Maple caramel and walnuts.
Yum.
Wow. Who developed this?
Which?
This is,
The baklava
pancakes.
I have no idea.
This is brilliant.
And you have to mention the menu change, of course, at New.
And New is now Greek, yeah. So we're taking
Greek.
a lot of, I mean, these are George's baklavas, you know, she teaches how to make them. And basically what I've done is I'm just slicing some and putting them into a pancake.
Put the baklava right
At Sea,
in
you're going to
there.
get, if you come to Sea for champagne brunch, there's going to be like spring, you know, berries and stuff. It'll be very seasonal.
Yeah.
But it's a couple of weeks out yet, so we're going to do something.
So we're going to do something from New.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. We have to talk about a whole bunch of things while we're cooking as well. First of all, congratulations. 2011 Seafood Champ.
Oh,
is
champion.
that?
How do you become a seafood world champ?
I'm not sure.
And yet it happened.
Yeah, it's great that happened. I think it's a nod. They had the seafood summit here this winter, and I think it's a nod to, well, not just to us at Sea, but to everybody in Vancouver. I mean, we're very grassroots, very sustainably orientated. We care about our oceans and stuff. And I think the international community, SeaWeb is who it is. I think they gave us this award, and it's great.
SeaWeb is out of Boston, is it not? I think it's out of Boston.
Yeah, it's out of America. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, speaking of sustainability and local stuff, we got the opportunity to go spot prawning with you guys last year.
It's coming up. A couple weeks away. 28 days, I think.
Yeah, the season kicks off on May the 7th. But for those who haven't had the spot prawns, we're looking at some footage from last year on the boat.
Best prawns in the world.
Tell us about spot prawns, what they are, and how they're different.
Well, spot prawns, not only are they local, but they're one of the most sustainably harvested shrimp in the world, or prawn in the world. I mean, there's no environmental damage. It's well managed. The stocks are big. And the fact that they're local. And it's only been about 5 years we've actually been celebrating them here.
And the flavor and the texture is so different.
Yeah, they're sweet, succulent, and nice and plump.
People become converts from first bite, and no other prawn really compares to it after that.
Oh, my Lord.
Look at that. Are you kidding?
I've never been so excited about pancakes.
Wow.
I see that you're getting a lot more exciting than when I'm doing fish. I usually do seafood. Oh, we got to taste this, but I can sense that you're actually...
I'm so hungry right now.
Because it's hardship to taste your food.
I never usually indulge on things like this. Now, while we're heating up our delicious sauce there, you had a little suggestion for Mikey?
Well, this is for Mike. I like to be helpful, so...
Jokes for Mike.
So Robert wrote down some
Number
jokes
one,
for you.
two short guys walk into a bar. I'm just leaving it right there. That's it.
Thank you, Chef.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, once again, what are we putting on top here?
Walnuts and caramel that's been made with maple syrup.
Oh,
now, it's not going to be quite as
God.
big as this. At New, we serve this with a little bit of pork belly. But
of course.
this is for you, and I want you to share with everybody.
No.
A little bit of creme fraiche.
This is my portion.
Yeah, Fiona will absolutely destroy that. How much do you look forward to Spot Prawn Fest every year? Because, I mean, it is that opportunity for you guys to use the very freshest ingredients.
It's one of the most exciting. I mean, we're all very seasonal here in Vancouver, but I think the spot prawn season really sets the restaurants in motion for embracing seasonality throughout the year. I mean, it's been a relatively, not a long winter for us, but March, April, there's challenges with finding local products.
What is in season right now?
Everything's preserved. Everything that is preserved in your cellar.
We
still get stuff. Lots of stuff still come out of Pemberton, North Arm Farms and stuff.
But that is the exciting time because you're just at that beginning of the bounty of spring,
I mean,
right?
spring
when it all starts
is
to
rejuvenation, life, excitement. Everybody gets a little love is in the air for food and for each other.
Everything.
Yeah,
now,
you guys get along. I don't know if you know this, but you guys get along a lot better in the spring.
Do not touch me. This is what happens. Spot prawns, the festival starts on May the 7th.
May 7th,
But what else is coming into season around that time that you're looking forward to?
It would be rude of me not to try this. Go ahead.
You just knock yourself out there.
No,
Why do you go first?
You keep talking. I want
Why don't
you to
you
talk
go
while
first there?
Shoots start appearing, like baby lettuces and salad greens, these sorts of things. You'll see spring is always known for leeks, peas.
Does that make you excited about redoing the menus and stuff when all the new stuff comes around?
Yeah, what gets me excited is just to re-embrace the bounty of what we're going to experience through the year is what gets me excited. I mean, we're very lucky here.
And with Sea Restaurant, of course, you've been on the forefront of the Oceanwise program of sustainability. How proud are you guys of what you've done with that? Because it's becoming so well known.
I think, well, I'm proud, but I think we can all be proud in the steps that we have done here in British Columbia. I mean, we have some of the most sustainable fisheries in the world. That's something to be very, very proud of. The Oceanwise has played a big part of that. Sea Choice has played a big part. The Chef's Table Society has played a huge role.
And establishing that link not just between the ocean and the guys in the restaurants, but also between the farmers and the people in the restaurant industry as well, and really strengthening that tie because it got a little tenuous. And I think for
it takes a lot of work and a lot of understanding and cooperation. But I mean, there's no better place to be than in British Columbia if you want to connect with where your food comes from.
Talk about that. We want to talk about one other thing. It's the Sea Blue Film Fest, not the Blue Film Fest.
No, it has to do with some great films that were submitted by filmmakers to Sea Restaurant involving water, and it's going to be May 19th at the Van City Theatre. So you can check out all the films. Of course, you can check out the Champagne Brunch. It's happening at Sea, of course. You can check out New, as we've been talking about.
Actually, we'd like people to compare Brunch at New and Brunch at Sea.
Really? I will come and judge.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to come and judge you all. And of course, as we were talking about, the Spot Prawn Festival starts on May the 7th. That's when the season begins. You can just go down to Falls Creek, Granville Island at Fisherman's Wharf and pick up the prawns literally
be prepared to line up
right off the boat. Thanks again, Robert.
I'm going to give you one warning before you try that. That will ruin all other pancakes for you for the rest of your life.
We're going to take a break and when we return.